Hello everyone, I am Professor Vishal Tiwari from IT Department of St. Vincent Pallotti College of Engineering and Technology, Nagpur. Today we will be discussing on demonstration of Google Classroom. We will be covering this topic in two parts. In first part, we will see how to configure a Google Classroom, how to schedule our exams, quiz, materials, and other things. In second part, we will see how we can evaluate student performance using Google Classroom. So, let's start with the demonstration of Google Classroom. I hope you will definitely proceed with this LMS.
Now we will start with Google Classroom. For Google Classroom, we need to open a web browser. Once we are done with it, we will write classroom.google.com. Once the page gets loaded, you can see the different options are there. Now these are the different subjects which I have taken during last few years. First thing that we will do in Google Classroom is we will create new course. You can see at right corner there is a plus sign which indicates create or join class. We will click on it. We will have these two options. Join class is for student who want to enter into the class, and currently we are creating a new class. So I will click on create class. As I am not using G Suite account, so it will say whether you are using it or not. If you are not, it will ask you to sign up with G Suite for Education, which we have discussed in previous session. So I will click I read and understand it, and I will click on continue. It will be asking for the class name. So I will write class name as ethics in IT. It is one of the subject in our university for third semester students of IT department. I will write shortcut in the name of the subject. And I will click on create. Once I click on it, I will get a folder like display with the name ethics in IT. Now this is my page. The first thing here I will do is I will select a particular theme. So I will click on select theme. Let's say I am interested in this theme. I will click on it. I will update it. Now you can see the entire structure, the graphical form, that is color code, is changed. Here there is an option of stream. Under this option we can announce anything for our student, like we can announce a particular schedule, and if we want to circulate a particular message with the students, we can definitely post here. Whatever type of task we will be allotting to the students will also be reflecting here. Next thing is there are 4 different apps. We have seen stream. Next one is classwork. Classwork is the most important tab where we will deploy all the material related to our subject. We will also put quiz videos, everything under this tab. After that, we have People's tab, where currently I am added as a teacher. If we want to add students, we can click on it, and if we have email address of the students, we can directly write email address here and click on invite, and the link will be sent to the particular student. Last tab is about marks, where we can have grades for our student. Now I will go back to classwork tab. In this page, we have a create button. This is very important. In this, we will have all the options of uploading a material and creating a quiz. So we will start with here. I will click on create. First thing I will do is I will add topic to my classroom. So I will write topic. Let's say topic I will give as unit 1, and then click on add button. Once I have done with it, you can see there is a topic tab in the left where unit 1 you can see has been added up. Now I need to add learning material for the same. So I will click on create. I will go to material, click on it. I get this option. There I need to give title to the material which I am uploading. Let's say I am uploading a PDF of introduction to ethics. Then I will click on add button. Here we have 4 different options from where we can add a material. We can add a file. If we have that particular file is available in our Google Drive, then we can deploy it from there. If we have a particular link where we have uploaded our file, we can add from that link. Or if we have a particular video about a particular thing, then we can add YouTube video also. So we will first add a file from our system. So what I will do is, now it is asking for upload a file from your device. So I will select a particular file and deploy it. Once it is done, I will click on upload. Now you can see this PDF is added up. In the right hand side, there are few options. First one is, it is for ethics in IT. That is the name of my class. Next is to whom we want this particular material should be available. So we can select a specific student. We can select all students. So this is for all students. So I am selecting all students. Currently we are having only unit 1 as a topic. So we will have to select that. Once I am done with it, there is an option of post. Beside post, there is a drop down menu which gives me option of post, schedule or save as a draft. Save as a draft will create a draft copy which will not be posted, but it will be reflecting in teacher's account, but student will not be in a position to see. Schedule is the option which gives us a particular time when and on which date and on which time we want this particular file should be displayed to the students. So I can click on it. These are the two options through which we can select a particular date and time when we want to display it. Once we are done with it, we can click on post. Currently I am using to post it now only. So I will click on post. Once I click on it, you can see now this material has been added as introduction to ethics. Once I click on it, I can see the PDF which I have said is uploaded. Now we can view this material whether the particular PDF is uploaded or not. Even we can write the comments which students can see. We can write some description about this particular PDF, the material which it carries, in this particular comment section. Now we will go back to this page. I have added a material. Now I am interested in adding a video. So again I will go to material. I will write cyber as a title for the video, and I will go here and go to YouTube. If we have URL for the particular video, we can directly copy and paste it. If we don't have, we can search here like cyber security. I will click on search button. Like in YouTube, we get different types of option. Similar type of thing we can see. So I am selecting this particular video and I will click on add. Now you can see this video is added here, but it is not posted yet. As we have done in previous while adding PDF material, we will follow the same steps, and in that I want this content to be added in unit 1. Here also we have the option of schedule, and we can post now also, and or we can schedule it for future posting. So currently I am posting now. Now this video is also added. Once we click on it, we can see the video. Now I have added a video. I need to add quiz. So I will go to create, click on quiz, and I will write my quiz. Based on my question, it automatically identifies which type of question I have asked. Here we have two options. Either we can ask a short answer where student can write small answers, or we can give them multiple choice. Currently I am opting for short answer. So I have selected that. Here I can put marks for how many marks I want it, that is points. I can select number of students I want, those who shall attempt it. This is the option for which course you want to add this. We can select a particular date and time. Let's say I'm selecting date and I'm selecting time also. Under which section it should be added? So it should be added under unit 1. Student can edit answer. If you feel that one student has submitted should not reattempt it, you can uncheck it. If you want that student, if you want to give the option where student can edit a particular answer, you can click on it and student will be in position to re-edit it. Here also we can have a scheduled posting for it, or we can ask immediately. So I am asking immediately now. Once I am done with this, you can see there is a question which is added to my course. Here we can have different analysis. Once I click on it, being a teacher, I can understand that to how many number of students I have assigned this particular question, and out of them those who will be submitting will be reflected in the handed in option. Next, I will click on create. I want to add a quiz assignment where I want to ask multiple questions on a particular topic. So for that, I need to write a title of the quiz. So I will write online quiz. Next thing I will do is I will select the same options as I have done in previous question set. I can set the pointer, I can set the due date, I will select unit 1 and then I will go on this form. I will click on it. I will be having a Google form now. Here I can name this form as online quiz. I can write description if I want. Let's say I want to ask questions, so I can write what is I am asking student what is your name. Here I can have these many type of questions, out of which for this question I will select short answer where student can write. If I feel this question should be compulsory for submission of this online quiz, I will click on required. If I want that this answer should be automatically graded, then I need to put a specific answer, but currently I am not aware name of the student, so I will not put it. We can assign mark on this particular question. Once I am done, I will click on done. Now the question is added. We can add questions using this plus button. I will ask the question based on image now, that is name the image. Here there is an option of image, so I will click on it and I can upload an image, or I can, if I know the particular URL, then I can go there, or I can directly go to Google search of image. So I will write so I am adding this photo. I have selected it. I am typing insert. Once I am done with it, you can see that image has been added. Now we can give name to this image. So I will be writing name as guess me. So now we have asked this question and student need to answer this. Once we are done with the form, we will stop and everything is saved in Drive every second, so no need to go any further, and we will click on close. To recheck whether the quiz is done or not, I can click on blank quiz. Once I am done with it, you can find that the quiz which I have set is there available, and I can also edit it if I want. So currently I am happy with my quiz, and now I can schedule my particular assignment, or I can post it immediately. So I will click on assign. Once I'm done with it, I will add one more assignment, that is, let's say I want to ask student to submit me a Word document on cyber security. So I will give a question as I will give the title, I will allocate to specific student, I will allocate the marks, I can give the due date for the particular submission of the task, I can even specify the time, till which time it should be specified, it should be added under the particular topic. Now there is an option of rubrics. Here we will be describing about the content over which we will be providing marks to the students. Like we have some pattern for practicals or even for the internal assessment of the student, where we give marks based on the performance and viva voice. So those kind of bifurcations can be done with the help of this rubric. So I will create rubric. I want to give 5 point and I can name it for which level I am giving it. So I am giving it on definition. So once I am done with it, I can add further description about, I can add more criterias, like I am giving 5 marks for example. Again I will click on criteria. Once I am done, I will click on save button at right corner. I need to give name to my rubric, so I have given R1. And R2. So I will click on save. Once I am done with it, you can see there is an option of this rubric, and once I click on it, I can understand that there are two things. One is definition, second is example. Both will be containing 5 pointers, and once I am done, I can allot specific marks for both, and it also displays the title of the question here. Once we are done, the quiz will be posted.
We will stop this demonstration here. In next part, we will see how we can add Google document and how we can evaluate student performance using Google Classroom. Thank you. If you have any queries, you can ask on the email ID given on your screen.